Good morning. Today we'll start with the topic carburation and we will discuss about the SU carburetor. There are different types of carburetor. Carburetor in general are constant choke. Zenith, Solex and Carter carburetors are examples of this type. SU carburetors differ completely from them, being constant vacuum or constant depression type with automatic variable choke. A simplified sketch of this carburetor is shown in figure 8.25. It consists of a sliding piston. You can say this is your piston here. So this is piston can slide up and down. It can move up, it can move down. The lower end of piston is provided with a taper needle. You can see here, this is your taper needle here. The lower end is provided with this taper needle. When the piston, this taper needle is inserted into main jet. When the piston is moved up and down, the needle also moves up and down with the main jet. The upper end of the piston is given a flat form which is known as suction disc. You can see here, this is your suction disc here. So this is your flat end. This is your flat end here. The up and down movement of the piston and suction disc is guided by means of piston rod and piston rod guide. So this is your piston rod here. This piston rod will move up and down, and this is your piston guide. So this whole arrangement here, this is your piston and your piston rod will be guided by this piston guide here, this hatched portion. The piston always remains loaded by helical spring. The movement of the piston controls the air passes. You can see if this piston will move up and down, this passage is now less here. So when your piston move up, the air passages will increase. So this piston will control the amount of air passages, or you can say the amount of air flowing through these passages. The portion above the disc is called suction chamber, which connects the air passages by means of a slot provided in the piston. The main jet of carburetor can be moved up and down along the taper needle by operating a lever from the dashboard. This movement is required to adjust the mixture strength throughout the operating range of the carburetor. The carburetor consists of an ordinary butterfly type throttle valve. The lower portion of suction disc is connected to the atmosphere by means of air rectifier hole, and the upper portion throttle air passages. The system does not have any separate idling, slow running and accelerating system. You can see here, this is your suction air entrance. So when your engine will run, this throttle valve is open. The air will be sucked from this space, and when the air is sucked from this space, what will happen? This piston here, you have, this is a suction chamber. The pressure in this chamber will decrease. If the pressure in this chamber will decrease, this piston will start to move up, because on this side there is a air rectifier hole which is subjected to atmosphere pressure. So air will come from this side, it will push the piston in the upward direction. So if suction is created, the piston will move in upward direction. So when your piston will move upward direction, the amount of this area of this you can say venturi will change. So it is a variable venturi type carburetor. The weight of the piston is constant. So this piston weight is constant and always act downward. So piston tendency is always to move downward. The vacuum in the suction chamber always tends to move the piston upward. So whatever vacuum here is created, it will try to move the piston in upward direction. Therefore, at a particular instant, the position of the piston is balanced by weight which acts downward and constant vacuum provided above the piston. In starting, a rich mixture is needed by the engine, which can be obtained by pulling the jet downward with the help of lever attached to it. Therefore, as the throttle is opened more, air is allowed to pass through the inlet due to upward movement of the piston. The upward movement of the taper needle also ensures more flow of fuel. So you can see this needle is tapered. So when this piston will move up, the area between this needle and you can say this tube will increase and more amount of fuel is supplied. So this needle is tapered, so it means when this will move up, the more amount of fuel will enter into the air stream. So if when your piston will move down, you can see this needle is tapered, so this space between this needle and this, you can say, tube will decrease and the amount of fuel supply will decrease. So when your piston will move up, the amount of fuel will increase according to the air, as well as air fuel supply will increase. When your piston will move down, the amount of air will decrease and along with the amount of the fuel will be decreased. The upward movement of the taper needle also ensures more flow of fuel from the main jet. Thus the air and fuel passages are varied with different engine speeds and velocities of the fuel, and air remains constant in this system. So in this carburetor, what is our main purpose is that when the air passages will increase, the amount of fuel supply will increase. Now you can see in this diagram, the air passages is less, at the same time amount of fuel supply is less. So this is your SU carburetor. So this is all about the carburetor. Subscribe my channel and like this video. If you have any comment, you can give in the below section. And thank you for watching this video. We will come with more videos on internal combustion engine.